spent 3 days staring at that job offer before I realized the truth. The person who sent it didn't want me to accept. They wanted me to refuse. Because my refusal would tell them everything they needed to know about whether I could be controlled. This wasn't a recruitment. It was a test. And I was about to fail it spectacularly. After Sarah's arrest, I became somewhat famous in legal circles. Not the good kind of famous. The kind where people whispered when I walked into courtrooms. The lawyer who'd confessed to bar exam fraud. The attorney who'd been manipulated by a criminal network for 12 years without realizing it. My suspension from practicing law was still pending the Bar Association's investigation. I couldn't take new clients, couldn't appear in court, couldn't do anything that required an active law license. But I could still think like a lawyer. I spent those 3 days researching the law firm that had sent me the job offer. Whitmore & Associates was one of the most prestigious firms in the world, with offices in 20 countries and clients that included Fortune 100 companies, foreign governments, and billionaire entrepreneurs. On paper, everything looked legitimate. High-profile cases, impressive win rates, partners with impeccable credentials. But when I dug deeper, patterns emerged. Cases that should have been lost were won on technicalities. Judges who ruled in Whitmore's favor seemed to retire early with surprising wealth. Opposing counsel in major cases would suddenly settle for far less than their cases were worth. I called Jake Morrison, my forensic analyst who'd helped me throughout this nightmare. Jake, I need you to analyze something. Quietly. What's going on, Victoria? I heard about your suspension. I need you to look into Whitmore & Associates. Financial records, case histories, partner backgrounds. Everything you can find without triggering any alerts. That's a massive law firm. It'll take time. I have time. I'm not exactly busy practicing law right now. Jake worked for 4 days. What he found was disturbing but not surprising. Victoria, this firm is a shell game. They have legitimate clients and cases, but buried in their financials are payments from offshore accounts that can't be traced. Millions of dollars flowing in and out with no clear business purpose. Money laundering? Possibly. But more interesting is the pattern of their case assignments. They seem to know in advance which judges will be assigned to cases. They file motions at specific times to ensure favorable assignments. It's like they have inside information on court scheduling. Which means they have people inside the court system. Exactly. And Victoria, there's something else. Remember David Kim? He's listed as an outside consultant for Whitmore. Been working with them for 5 years, even while he was supposedly part of Amanda's network. David Kim. The man whose bar exam I'd taken. The man who'd orchestrated my blackmail. Now connected to the law firm trying to recruit me. Jake, can you trace who sent me that job offer? The email came through an encrypted server, but the document metadata shows it was created by someone using the username Architect. Ring any bells? The Architect. I'd heard that name once before, in a recording from Amanda's prison conversations. She'd mentioned that someone called the Architect was running operations above her level. On the 7th day, exactly when my week deadline expired, I received another call from the unknown number. Hello, Victoria. Have you made your decision? The voice was still electronically distorted, but I could hear confidence behind it. They expected me to accept. I need to know who I'd be working for. A name, at minimum. Names are irrelevant. What matters is the opportunity.